Hello everybody, welcome back to another Tuesday Talk. It is January 21st, 2025. Just a quick update for y'all, some of the stuff I've been working on. First off, I've been doing a lot of building of stock. Some of you guys have probably seen these knife sheets I've been working on. I've also been working on this new basket weave design, kind of a large, fully tooled basket weave, but I'm really liking these. Just very happy with those. So I'm working on building stock, and I'll tell you why soon. But kind of an update from last week. I finished this cinch hanger, so you can see it holds 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cinches, and it can hang right on your wall. So got that all wrapped up, planning on starting another one because again, I'm building stock. Another thing I'm working on is this breast collar. This is going to be a centerpiece breast collar. So it's going to come in together right here, and then I've got this piece that's going to cover the middle. So you can see I've got my maker's mark there. And it has a nice barbed wire design. I've lined it. It's going to be a nice breast collar. I'm working on a couple of these actually. And the reason why I'm building so much stock is a couple of reasons. First of all, this is kind of my first big announcement, is that I'm working on opening up my online store. So some of you guys might be aware, I do have a website. It's heftleatherandsaddlery.com. And it does have a store section to it. It's got a couple products in there, but you can't check out yet. So I'm working on setting that up. And I'm also working on adding more products to the store. I plan to have a lot. And the other reason is I am going to be having a vendor space in this kind of bazaar called Market Street Creatives in Torrington, Connecticut. And so that's going to be a place where I don't really have to go in and stand there and sell all day, which is great. That kind of gets handled for me, but there's going to be a ton of vendors in there. And I'll be able to have my space. It's like an 8x8 booth, full walls. I'll be able to decorate it exactly how I want to and have stock in there that can be sold. So I'm kind of working on building stock for that, and I have a whole new product line, or I'm kind of revamping my product line, I guess, for 2025. Some stuff I will be no longer making, but a lot of this stuff I'm just kind of, stuff you've seen me make before. Like I've been making these knife sheets for a while, but I'm kind of setting in stone what colors and patterns and designs and tooling patterns I'm going to do on those, and then I'm adding a lot of new products like this breast collar, and just a whole bunch of other stuff. It's very exciting. For more information on Market Street Creatives, you guys can go to marketstreetcreatives.com. They're hoping to open in late March, early April timeframe-ish, and I'm very excited for that. So that is what I'm building all this stock for. There's a couple of other things that I might, a couple other places I guess I might be selling at, but none of that is set in stone, so I'm not gonna spoil it yet. But let's do a quick saddle update. How about that? All right, so I apologize if the audio is bad. The heater is blasting right now. But the biggest update for right now is my skirts. I've gotten these skirts cut out. They are blocked. That's kind of where we were last week. I have since plugged the skirts, so they are thicker now. I've got the sheepskin on the inside. I've got it all sewn all the way around. It's all tooled, and I have it laced up in the back with this double diamond braid right here, and they are temporarily attached to the saddle right now. Eventually there's going to be holes drilled through here, right through the tree, and back here I got to move these screws, and those are going to be used to lug the saddle onto the tree permanently, and that's also going to be where my saddle strings slot through. But that comes kind of at the end of the saddle building process. The next step, which I tried to start, is my seat cover. So it'll cover all of this back here. It'll come down. I'll have my seat jockey. It'll come up. It'll cover all these nails here. It's kind of a very big, very visual piece of the saddle. It's going to be a rough out seat, and I started on it. And the way it works is it gets laid down on here, and I have to shape where it goes around the swells so it matches. And it didn't take me long before I trimmed off just a little bit too much, and these nails were going to be showing if I use that piece. So mistake on my end. I'll have to be a little bit more careful next time, but that's part of the learning. So that's the next step, is the seat cover. I'm waiting on more leather to come in because the seat is the biggest part of the saddle, other than the skirts maybe, but it's the biggest part of the saddle, and I did not have enough leather to cut a new one. So that'll be what's next. Looking forward down the road, I'll be covering my cantelback. I'll be putting in the jockeys, which are going to cover this ugly section right here where all these screws are. I'll be covering my horn, and after that it's kind of on to final assembly, where I put these skirts on for real and you know, start putting everything together. So there's that quick saddle update for you. Here's my failed seat attempt. I'm not really sure what I'm going to do with this, but it's plenty of leather, so I'm sure I'll find something. But it is going to, you know, if I hadn't messed it up, it'd be a nice rough out seat. So I'm looking forward to putting that in. But yeah, that kind of does it for this week, guys. I hope everybody's staying warm. It's really cold here in Connecticut. And I will see you guys all next week for the Tuesday Talk.